James Charles is being canceled again. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama. I talk about people like Ashley Trevino, and sometimes she talks about me too. I talk about the Donut Mom, Resilient Jenkins, Michaela Noguera, and just a bunch of controversial people on the internet. And it wouldn't be controversy if I didn't talk about James Charles. So if you don't know what's going on, basically Spirit Airlines ceased to exist. Operations are no longer a reality. And this means a lot of really good, talented people lost their jobs. Well, one of these people decided to reach out to influencer. How can an influencer? That's still so strange to me. Anyway, she reached out to James Charles via DM, asking him to check out her GoFundMe link. And he had some pretty crazy things to say about this person. But before we get into those controversial and now deleted clips, let's take a look back at how James Charles felt when he thought he was going to be without a job.
I know it's embarrassing to set my phone down and fucking cry about an app getting banned, but I know everyone's kind of coping with this in different ways. A lot of people are making jokes, which I've done as well. Some people are really angry. I've felt all those emotions, but honestly today, I'm just feeling really sad. I really love this app. I really love this fucking platform that I've been able to build in this community that we have together here. And it feels really just dystopian and like unreal that it could be going away in a couple of hours.
Oh, boo-hoo. Remember when everybody thought TikTok was going away? People were like telling their secrets and they were letting out all their influencer stories, you know, telling you how they use Facetune on Hollywood setting Max 1000. They were telling you that they might be mukbangers on the internet, but in real life, they don't really eat very much of the food. They just edit it and make it look like they're eating the food. So many secrets were coming out about influencers. And listen, I really wasn't into TikTok during all of this. I had just downloaded the app a few months prior, so I really didn't care too much that the app was going away. But anyway, I think it's hilarious that when James Charles saw that his main platform was going to be going away, this was his reaction. Are you guys like big James Charles like followers or just like against him in general? Do you remember this happening? Like what are your thoughts on that? What do you think about the fact that this guy is now facing major backlash for the way he treated this one person? I don't know if the person follows him or not. There's been some back and forth about she didn't even follow him, but whatever. I don't think that really matters. But what do you think about the fact that, you know, back when TikTok was going to go away forever, this was his reaction? And listen, all I'm saying is in these next few clips, keep that clip in the back of your mind.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job."
Excuse me, sir, ma'am. Why are you talking like that? Listen, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I have not seen any of these clips. I wanted to live react to them on this video so you guys could kind of see my true, authentic reaction. And I'm going to try my best not to interrupt these clips because there's a couple of them. But why is he talking so like snarky and sarcastically? And what's the word I'm looking for? Facetious? Is that the word I'm looking for? I think that's the word I'm looking for, girl. Anyway, listen, this can't be good if this is how he's starting out this video.
Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help. I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally going to be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's going to be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies. Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Okay, answer me this, Batman. Okay, listen, wait a minute. I don't even think I need Batman for this one. I think we need Superman for this one. Okay, so isn't he the one that only answers DMs that involve underage minor boys? He's the one, right? That's the same James Charles, right? That's him. What is he talking about? And then for him, the audacity for him to say, oh, if you had a critical illness, maybe I would help you. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. The only thing you do in your DMs is say weird, creepy things to young underage boys, allegedly, in my opinion, of course. Nothing stated as fact. Do your own research from your own opinion, girl. But you know what I'm saying? Why is he screaming at the camera like that? Why is he so bothered by this? Has he lost the plot, guys? I think he's lost the plot. But anyway, as most influencers do, he comes on either the next day or a few days later and he makes an apology video. Kind of.
So I ended up deleting the video that I posted yesterday talking about people who send me GoFundMe links that have never followed, supported, DM me before.
Wait a minute. Where's the white shirt? Where's the gray sweatshirt? Why am I looking at his cleavage? Why? I don't want to look at his cleavage. We're supposed to be having a serious moment where you've done self-reflection and you're going to be accountable for the crazy things you said. Maybe you were having a bad morning. Maybe Erwan didn't have the strawberries you like to eat. Boy, I don't know. But can you put your babies away? Thanks.
Just begging for money. And most people were enjoying the video, saying it was a valid point, but it definitely started causing some discourse in the comments, and a lot of people were just saying it was out of touch and insensitive, and they're right. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, maybe not my best video, and I deleted it, but of course the internet is forever, and now a lot of content creators are using the 5-second clip in the very beginning where I'm like, you're a lazy piece of shit, get a new job, to upload their cute little think pieces being influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. I am out of touch, first and foremost, okay? I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky, I think it's annoying, and I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into thinking that. You've been watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done. It didn't start that way, though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen, and luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday, though, was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation. They immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help. In my personal opinion, though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine. There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs. I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine what that's like. Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid and asking for help. The person that I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally do not believe that to be the case, because I know for a fact that they sent this same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person did not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every person that they assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world. It's fucking hard out there. Nobody owes anybody anything. The universe will constantly remind you of that, and a little bit of effort goes a really, really long way sometimes. I stand behind what I said 10 toes down. Instead of spending an hour copying and pasting the same DM to 100 different celebrities or influencers, you could have spent the same amount of time copying and pasting a job application to hundreds of different companies. Or, hear me out, put in a little bit of effort. If you want to send the DMs, at least spend 20 seconds before you hit send, customizing it to the person that you're asking for money from, right? Hi, sister. James, I've been watching your YouTube videos since I was a teenager. You really taught me how to do makeup and have positively impacted my life every single Friday. Hey, I'm in this shitty situation. Do you think that you could help? Probably would have gone a lot further than a generic message. Or instead of copy and pasting the same job application to hundreds of different companies, send in 10 job applications to companies that you really care about and you think you could fit in with, and then customize your application and your cover letter, letting these recruiters or hiring people know that you're the best candidate for this job and why they should want you on their team. I know putting in the extra work and effort probably feels useless when you know that you're in a sea of DMs or job applicants, but trust and believe, as somebody who's now on the other side of things, the little bit of extra effort does go a very long way. And unfortunately, taking the easy route is usually never going to work. That's just my 2 cents. Just a word of advice. You can take it, you can leave it. It's all good. I just wanted to provide some more context on my video yesterday because I do not like how it's being twisted and taken out of context. It was definitely never my intention to undermine anybody who's trying to work and provide a better future for themselves, their family, and their loved ones. I just don't exactly think that that is what this person was trying to do, or at least the right way to go about doing it.
Okay, whatever. You know what? I have a make it work mentality, and I've been putting in a lot of effort. Like, guys, I've been putting out a lot of videos over here. So if you haven't already, tap, tap, tap that subscribe button. I mean, if you guys don't subscribe, I'm never going to make it in the world like James Charles. And then he'll have to make videos about me because I got to send him DMs asking him for money or at least to support my GoFundMe. Maybe I'll have to like do a GoFundMe if you guys don't subscribe. Can you just subscribe so I can hit 10,000? Okay, thanks. Mwah. But guys, in all seriousness, like he's just rambling. He's just rambling. And in my opinion, this is not an apology video. Like he even says at one point, like, I'm not going to apologize, whatever. He's just doubling down. Is that why he's not in the white shirt or the gray sweatshirt? Is that why like we have to look at his like, you know, chest area? Like, ew, gross, in my opinion, of course. Anyway, y'all might like that. I don't know, girl. Let me know in the comments below. But I feel like he's just rambling and he's just saying like a whole bunch of nothing. Like, you know how these influencers will get on TikTok and they'll just talk and talk and talk and talk, and then they're not really saying anything at all. Do you guys think I just talk and talk and talk and don't really say anything at all?
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video is basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before, and it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid. And I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message, applying for jobs instead. This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that the job market fucking sucks right now. I have friends that are looking for jobs. I have my own employees that I try my best to take care of. And I've heard so many fucking horror stories online of companies ghosting people, recruiters wasting everybody's time, people applying for job after job and not hearing back for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know that it's really fucking hard out there and that most people are just doing their best and trying their best to figure it out and to make it by. And if this person happened to choose sending out GoFundMe links as their method of trying to make it by, who am I to judge? Especially when you consider the fact that my method of figuring it out and getting by was making makeup videos online. I just happened to get really lucky, and now, years later, I'm in a blessed and privileged position. But as somebody with a platform, it's my responsibility to humble myself and to never take what I have for granted. And when I made that video today, that is exactly what I did. I was speaking from a very privileged, obnoxious, ignorant standpoint. And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry, especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that, and I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account. I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
Okay, didn't he say in the second video, the first apology, not apology, that he knew for a fact that she was copying and pasting that message to celebrities and influencers? Now he's coming back and saying that he doesn't know if she was copying and pasting. So this just validates my previous point that he just gets on here, hits record, and says whatever he thinks sounds good in that moment. And here's the thing. I understand that you want people to follow you and support you, and that not to be their only message is, basically asking for money or support from you. I guess I can kind of understand that. But at the same time, you are unfortunately like an influencer. I still don't understand why. Like, hello, what are we doing here? Why is it that all these people that shouldn't be on the internet just continue to get more and more followers? It's beyond me. Like, at some point, we have to stop hitting the follow button just so we can see the downfall. Like, girl, watch that shit from a distance. But listen, I just think it's really strange that these people can continue to come on the internet, say whatever they want to say, and continue to have these platforms. Here's my other issue with this. He mentioned that, oh, you've only been without a job for a week. Does he not understand for a lot of people, going without a paycheck for even 1 week or even a few days, they can't pay their rent, they can't feed their family, they have to decide between putting gas in their tank or food on the table. And these are things that nobody living in our country should have to deal with. And unfortunately, I think that this person, like, I saw where other people were like donating to her GoFundMe. So I hope she's doing okay. Like, girl, we're sending you our good vibes. And that goes to everybody else at Spirit Airlines too. Like, I live in Orlando. Spirit was very big here. Like, my husband's Puerto Rican, and a lot of Spanish people use Spirit Airlines to go down to Puerto Rico very cheap. Like, girl, like, I'm so sad it's gone, but not even for the cheap airlines down to the islands, but because of the people that work there. They are some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. And the fact that this person, this beautiful lady, had to humble herself and swallow her pride just to send out messages so she could put food on her table, and this is the reaction she gets, is sickening. And I don't think that James Charles knows how hard it is to find a job out there. I mean, didn't he say the amount of time it took you to send all these DMs to these celebrities and influencers? You could have been applying for jobs. So, no, he doesn't understand what it's like to get a job. Listen, I retired from my job about 4 years ago. Like, girl, I've been retired for a minute. Like, I do YouTube full time. But I do have things I do to keep me busy throughout the week. But like, I don't have a career that I'm doing. Like, girl, YouTube is my career. So did you hit that subscribe button yet? Like, girl, what are you waiting for? Anyway, so the fact that he's like so tone deaf that he thinks that he can say one thing the day before and then the next day come back and say something else. And he thinks that people are stupid enough to believe what he says is kind of crazy. And at the very end, why is he telling her, oh, like, reach back out to me and I'll apologize to you? Like, girl, like, excuse me, sir. Hey, sister, do you really think that she's ever going to reach out to you again? I don't think anybody should be reaching out to him. The only thing people should be reaching out to do is hit that unfollow button. Like, I did hear that he lost like over 400,000 subscribers on Instagram. And there is a short clip of him actually laughing about that.
Just checked my Instagram and lost 400,000 followers.
But I don't know, guys. What do you think about this situation? What do you think about the fact that he is still able to come onto the internet with a platform and just make people feel bad about themselves? You know, not only traumatizing young minors on the internet allegedly, but degrading people in their most vulnerable time. Like, losing a job is a very serious thing. And I just think that's disgusting that that's how he was acting toward anybody, especially publicly. Like, here's the thing. I feel like people that have like broken the law, especially involving minors, people like Ashley Trevino and exposing themselves on TikTok on a platform that allows minors to be on it. People like James Charles, who obviously, allegedly, girl, like, hey, sister, violated minors. They're still able to have platforms. I don't think they should be able to do that. So I created a petition on change.org. It's called Monroe's Bill. If you're interested, go over there, check it out, sign it. And my end goal is, if I get like enough signatures, to take it to the Senate so we can create a bill that will mandate that anyone that breaks, like, not even like terms and conditions, but the law when it comes to minors, especially in regards to exposing themselves on the internet to these minors, if they come back on these apps after that happens, they should be held to a criminal standard. They need to be able to pay fines, heck, even pay the fines to the platforms themselves, because we all know that these platforms are very money centered. So, girl, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, like, guys, y'all can make a lot of money off of this too. And if they continue to make like fake accounts and they try to avoid IP bans through fake accounts, they should be held criminally liable. Maybe then we'll stop seeing people like Ashley Trevino and James Charles all over our FYPs. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you want to stay up to date on all things internet drama, make sure you like and subscribe, girl. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of the year, and I need your help. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Go sign the petition, girl. Mwah. Bye.